pas faktom ndjekim 4 goca nga Spanja dhe nga Argentina që do ndeshën njëra tjetrën për kualifikuese për gjysmëfinale. Kështu që ta afrohemi, hyrja është e lirë për çdo kënd që ka dëshirë të ndjeki këtë eveniment madhështor. The entrance is free for everybody that would like to watch this wonderful match as this wonderful championship.
Good morning and welcome to the FIP Platinum of Albania. We are down to the quarterfinals here at Center Court, right in the heart of Tirana, where up first we've got the #1 seeds, Alejandra Alonso and Alejandra Salazar, taking on Marta Caparros and La Pantera Julieta Vidaoria. It's a lovely matchup to start the day, #1 seed against #8 seed of this tournament. It's another beautiful day out in Albania, and everyone lathering up with plenty of sun cream, as it is a scorcher here. Well over 30 degrees we are expecting today. Not right now though, but conditions are nice and sunny here for this outdoor tournament, where for a second time this season, Salazar and Alonso will be facing up against Vidaoria and Caparros. The first time being in Riyadh at the P1. So dare we say, in similar conditions to these, at least also outdoor, also pretty hot. But anyway. Here they are. The challengers, Marta Caparrós and Julieta Vidaurria. Vidaurria, who is, of course, also a mainstay for the Argentinian national team because of the odd quirk within the Argentinian national team that almost all players who come through and who become top-level pros, at least in the women's side of things, are always right-sided players, which has meant historically that people like Del Fibrea, like Arantxa Osoro, have had to switch sides pretty regularly when playing for the national team. But Julieta Vidaurria has, for the last, call it 5 to even 10 years, been the highest ranked, the best sort of thoroughbred left-sided player. Like I said, once before have these two teams met each other. That was in Riyadh. That was a pretty straightforward win for the two Alejandras. And a pretty straightforward win is what they got yesterday as well against Camila Facio and Anastasia Rizhova. Double 6-2 for them. Caparrós and Vidaurria. It was absolutely not straightforward for them. It took them 3 hours and 23 minutes to beat Laura Luján and Araceli Martinez, coming back from a set down. So an unbelievable marathon of a match. This is what's left of the bracket. So the winner of this match will take on either Orciaguno or Osoro Iglesias. Another partidazo. That's also starting right about now. The Funk Soul Brother. No, right about now on Court 2. So if you want to watch that at the same time as this one, you can, of course. We've got multiple streams going on at the same time as we have a look at the living legend that is Alejandra Salazar, of course, playing her final season of professional paddle. Four times a #1 of the world, close to 60 professional titles, the most decorated women's player of all time is Alejandra Salazar. And again, Alonso Salazar come here, having played in Buenos Aires, in my opinion anyway, their best tournament of the season, really. They were eliminated in the quarterfinals against Bea González and Paula José María, the eventual tournament winners, but especially this woman in your picture here, Ale Alonso, for me, played a very mature match, played a very patient match, but then pressing the accelerator when she had to. And that kind of maturity is a very good sign for her heading into what will be, I think, her 5th professional season now. Still only 19 years old, but has been around the upper echelons of paddle for a long time. Everyone getting some smashing practice in. As we see La Pantera, Julieta Vidaurria. You know, when I first started covering Vidaurria, or not first, but early into it anyway, she was one of the players who made her first come up with Claudia Fernandez. Claudia Fernandez, who in 2022, I believe it was, at just 16 years old, was already reaching rounds of 16 with Julieta Vidaurria. I'll never forget once interviewing the two of them after a win and asking them about, say, an upcoming tournament, a Valladolid Master, and then Claudia Fernandez said to me that, well, I can't go to that one. I've got a school trip coming up, so I can't play. And I was like, wow, you really are young It's one of those moments that you just won't forget. Marta Caparrós on the other side, of course, played for years with Marta Barrera. Now going their separate ways, linking up with Vidaoria, a partnership that has yielded results. They've won the FIP Silver in Abidjan. They reached the final of another over in Leiria. As far as Premier Paddle is concerned, rounds of 16 is where they have capped out. Twice in Asunción, and then again, last time out in Buenos Aires. Everything sets up perfectly then on a beautiful day out in Tirana. Not quite clear blue skies, but still a very, very lovely day out at Skanderbeg Square. Salazar and Alonso favorites against Caparrós, Vidaoria. Let's listen to the benches here.
Controléis el ajustar.
Cortito, sí.
Sí, porque al final como rebota mucho, está viva, a la mínima que nos pasamos un poco a la pared. Si pasáis, os pasáis, que sea por lo menos para atacar. Sí, sí, estoy atento. Y sobre todo eso, el ir ajustando para que no dé tanto rebote y nos puedan clavar ahí los lobitos. ¿Cantaros bien? Sí.
Vamos, Martita,
Vamos a disfrutarle, vamos a competir, Vamos a competir fuerte, Vamos a competir fuerte, Con todo lo que haga falta, Vamos,
Vamos.
Confía como confío en vos. Confía en vos como confío en vos.
Deixa sapo filon. Jury success gotowe.
There you go. That's starting as you mean to go on. Courtesy of Alejandra Alonso, nice and aggressive.
Va. Vamos, Juli.
Again, Salazar to the left, Erskine.
I mean, the first game that has absolutely flown by, hasn't it? Now it's up to Caparrós and Vidaoria to basically just keep up. Vidaurria does exactly that as she lets fly on the portres, well held by Alonso. Salazar. Alonso wants to join the party, let's fly as well. Vidaurria on the turnaround. Vidaurria again. And the dormilona from Alejandra Salazar. Touch of class from the master herself.
Love 30.
Still not won a point here, Vidaurria and Caparros. And Salazar and Alonso clearly feeling it early on. Caparros bundled over, but Alonso, I think, touched it twice.
15-30.
Yeah, I think she did, so that won't count. So that'll be 15-30.
Vamos aquí, ¿eh? Vamos, Juli. Este puntito, ¿eh? Va.
Oops.
Vamos aquí, ¿eh? Sigue. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Vamos, ¿eh? Vamos, ¿eh? Vamos.
30 old.
Slowly but surely establishing themselves, getting a foothold in this match. Caparros now joining the party.
40-30.
Va, uno, ¿eh? Uno y está. Vamos, Juli, ¿eh? Vamos, 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 vamos. Un punto aquí, ¿eh?
Oops.
Voy. Atrás. Nadie, nadie. Ay. ¡Julieta!
Wow, the portresses are flying around here.
Vamos, vamos, vamos. Ay, perdón, perdón. ¿Vas? ¿Vamos? La costumbre.
Salazar to
Vamos una curva. Voy. Sigue, sigue, sigue.
Ooh, big time deflection for Salazar, but then the way she takes advantage of it, you also have to do. Alejandra Salazar
15.
saw the opportunity when it came.
Dime. Dos. Vas. ¡So! ¡Piso!
Well buried. First point on
15
on their opponent's service here. Alonso keeps just racking up the smashes.
15. Outs. Thirty.
If you just looked at the first game and you saw the way that Salazar Alonso were laying the marker down, you think, okay, well, maybe this won't be such a contested match after all. But Caparrós and Mideauri, I give credit to them, are doing a lot better now, and they even have a break point now.
30-40. Outs.
Alonso, well, looked like she was going to dispatch that as well. Here is the hard bajada through the middle from Ale Alonso. Salazar on the forehand. Oh, and a little net court deflection at the best or worst of times, depending on which way you look at it. Either way, it's Caparrós and Mideauri who take the lead of the match. And the number ones of this tournament start from behind.
Discovering Albania has never been easier. Introducing Tiat, your ultimate travel companion.
Con ambas no hacen nada. ¿Cómo? Con ambas. No, pero igual, no, por eso te digo, pero con el alto igual, como has podido controlarlo y demás, hay algunos que quieren quedar un poco más corto y ahí donde los puede...
Se planta más fácil.
Sí, por eso te digo que igual ahí donde los puede pegar un poco más rápido.
Vamos variando, ¿vale?
Sí, entonces que no se encerréis solo a querer tirar el globo ese alto. Creo que con el globo ese como por el medio, el que le has pasado ese... Le ha habido otra vez la salida, me parece. Sí. Creo que puede funcionar más. Es decir, no encerrarnos tampoco, solo tirar rápidos, pero que al final cuando tengáis la idea, venga, vamos a tirar el globo rapidito por el medio, un globo como medio, más rápido, porque no se mueve tampoco.
Sobre todo desde allí, porque se frena el alto.
Eso es, vale. Por al final ahí ha habido unos globos que eran buenos, que se parece que no, pues se planta y donde puede pegar y donde nos pueden hacer un poco más daño. ¿Sí? Escucha, venga. La rompemos ahora. La Julieta sí, bueno, vamos a pelotear. Si queréis pelotearlo otra vez, y un globito bueno. Venga, escucha, si pega, acuérdate. Venga. Vamos, Ale. Venga, vamos a romper aquí, va. Vamos. Venga. ¿Estás viendo el ojo? Sí. Venga. Vamos a ver,
Julieta Mideauri, tú sabes.
Sigue, vale. Sube las dos muy pegadas. Buena, eres.
Wow, Julieta Mideauri is just not lifting her foot off the throttle.
Vamos.
30 love.
Nadie. Atrás.
Viniendo.
Voy. Atrás, Marta, atrás.
Una, dos,
Caparrós, tricky to deal with.
quita.
Sigue.
Look at how they're looking for the fence of Alonso. They're clearly aiming at her corner. Alonso got a touch, and again, but that one goes way out.
Perdónale.
40 love.
Caparrós really wound up that forehand volley.
Eso, eso.
And nothing that Salazar could do to deal with it.
Leads at 3 games to 1.
Me voy a buscar eso, ¿eh? Va, va, va. Bien, voy. Bien. Bien, luego dos clarísimas.
Nada. Viene la mitad.
Voy.
Atrás, Marta.
Dime.
Atrás. Alonso viene.
Ooh. Well, Caparrós let out a shriek as soon as that came of her own racket. She knew that that was a mishit.
Nadie.
Sigue. Súbelo mucho. Las dos, Marta. Las dos, Marta. Las dos, Marta.
Venga.
Caparrós deadly in transition. Marta Caparrós.
50 all.
Pegada, Marta.
Nada. Revés, bien.
Dale mucho, mucho. Dos pegadas.
Están.
Voy.
Alonso just hit it over her head. Salazar picks it up.
Las dos vienen, ¿eh? Las dos vienen.
And Caparrós now.
Dime.
Perdón.
Oh, wow. And another net court deflection.
15-13.
Must be getting a little frustrating if you're the two Alejandras. That's the way it goes.
Va, 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 va.
Muy pegada.
A ver. Están. Atrás, revés.
Sigue. Suelta mucho. Mucho, mucho. Sigue mucho.
Están.
Nada. Atrás dos. Salazar. Dos mucho. Mucho.
Nada.
Dos mucho.
Nada.
Big time. Oh, wow. Well, luckily Alonso was there to apply the finish because anyway, and I don't think any of the other two players expected this one to be saved by Vidaurria. But Alonso was not phased and just applied the finish anyway.
Úsale.
Bien tú, ¿eh? Te lo doy, Juli, ¿eh? Te lo doy. Vamos bien. Vamos a hacer, ¿eh?
Nada.
Tranquila. Dos se pegan mucho, mucho.
Nada.
Alonso goes straight on, goes por tres. Ale Alonso
14-13.
needs to make sure here.
Vamos, Pantel, ¿eh? Aquí, ¿eh? Vamos aquí.
Vamos, ¿eh?
Mucho. Sigue, sigue. Vale, queda tranquila. ¡Súbete mucho, mucho! Mucho, dos, muchísimo.
Vale. Vienen pegadas.
Alonso is very much hot and cold right now.
Vamos, Ale.
Not the same type of performance that we saw out in Buenos Aires, the one I mentioned earlier.
¡Tú!
Toca, nadie.
advantage, Salazar Alonso de Vega.
Feels like they need something to get themselves back going here. Now, I say that after, again, that first game of the match where it looked like they really had their morning Weetabix.
Mucho.
Alonso.
Tú, dos. Juego, saca dos.
Nice gancho from Alejandra. And this is 3-2. But still a one-break lead for Caparrós Vidaoria early on. As the first set is well and truly underway now in Tirana, in Albania, for this FIP Platinum.
No, pero me pilló porque pensaba que era luego corto, pensaba que iba a pegar. Entonces me pongo por delante, pero...
Ponete, si te adelantas, prepárate a que te la cambie. Como hiciste ahora. Ahora la trabaste y casi la pasas por el medio. Solo atenta a esa descarga. Estás dominando muy bien, sobre todo de este lado, por lo menos. Estás dominando muy bien con el globo a Alonso. Pero cuando se te engancha acá la pelota en el rincón, tenés siempre paralelo, ¿no? Es que no... De hecho, en el primer juego nuestro, de aquel lado, la pasaste 2 veces con el globo paralelo a Salazar. Entonces, usá los dos, porque ahí nos venía dando resultados. Usá los dos. Esta última ahí, la que pegó en el 40 iguales, en el use, llegás muy forzada al medio y no te queda otra que tirar para arriba. Pero si no, ahí es donde está dando resultado eso. Se lo empiezan a esperar, ahí es donde cambia.
Lo iba a decir ahora, que
Claro,
creo que le hemos pasado un montón por el medio y por abajo, porque no se la esperan por abajo, ¿no?
Ahí es donde hacemos base con eso para usar las otras cosas también y dar el golpe, ¿vale? Muy bien, me encantó, dale. Atentas ahora. Seguimos, presión con volea y serie de golpes. Vamos. Ahora se va a frenar la pelota, acordate de elegir bien el remate. Vamos chicas, dale.
Baterita, ¿eh? Nadie. Alexa. Sí.
Bien, Ale, muy bien. Muy bien.
We are back underway with Marta Caparrós' always remarkable serving technique that, to me anyway, just never gets old looking at it.
Nadie. Dos.
Toca. Vale, vienen.
Juli menos.
Sal.
Voy. Atrás, Marta. ¡Vamos!
15-all.
Como este punto, Juli. Como aquí. Nadie, atrás dos.
Viniendo.
Sigue, atrás dos.
Time.
Atrás dos. Salazar.
Ahí está. Bien, Ale. Bien, Ale.
15-30.
You can tell that they're starting to turn it around here.
Vamos, Ale.
Vamos, Juli, ¿eh?
Next, proceeds.
Voy. Atrás, Martita. Tú, Salazar. Las dos. Sigue.
Nada.
Sigue. Vosotros. Dos.
Yo. Atrás.
Salazar
Sigue, que sale una.
attacking. And Alonso is there to provide the finish. They're doing a great job now, suddenly, of... they're doing a great job now, excuse me, of taking away initiative more than anything else. Good attack now, Vidaurria with a knife between the teeth. Vidaurria, that's going out, and Alonso knows it, Alonso knows it! 3 games all after a huge salida from Alejandra Alonso. Out of the cage it goes, bang. Caparrós, good combination finish now from her. Down to feet from Salazar herself, and Marta Caparrós having quite a little ding-dong battle there in the cross court. Interesting to watch. Caparrós catches the forehand well. Salazar goes parallel now to take it away from Caparrós and size up Julieta Vidaurria. Alonso, wow, wants to pick it out of the sky but misses everything. Rodrigo Casado straight away just jotting down some notes as soon as it happens. I'm assuming not very positive ones. Well, maybe they are for how they built the points up. Bringing it down. Finishing. No. Yes.
40-30. Salazar Alonso. The lead is 4 games to 3.
That's a lot better, the smash from Alonso. Although every single time it seems that she connects on one, she also has one that either misses or gets countered. Either way, it's 4-3.
Ojo que ahora se nos va el globo.
Sí. De aquí se va bastante más.
Sí, bastante
Si
más.
no seguimos por abajo, firme. No hay apuro, con tirar el globo.
Sí, con una.
Ahora me estoy bien el globo, que no hemos roto, Vamos,
Por abajo.
Sí.
Venga, la pelota normal, ahí podéis engancharlo bien.
Mucho mejor.
A Julieta, dobles, triples, y
Vale.
al final, ahí está perfecto, Es decir, esa es la idea, de decir, venga, engancho dos globitos buenos, sin prisa.
Y luego, como viene como un Miura, no hay prisa, le podemos duplicar ahora. ¿Quieres? Sí.
Alguna, ¿te acuerdas lo de abrirse? Alguna que te quede medio fácil.
Sí.
Acuérdate lo de pegar fondo a reja. ¿Has visto que Marta se abre y te vuelve a clavar el globo? Le digo el grande.
Sí, rápido.
Acuérdate de esa. ¿Sí?
Vale.
Solo la que te quede cómoda. Vale. La que no, sí, que está perfecto.
Vale.
Que está perfecto.
Vale.
¿Sabes?
Sí.
Venga, vamos Alonso, Venga, va. Dale, Alejandra, va.
Rodri Casado also seeing from the bench that the conditions are difficult out there.
La 15.
Nadie. Salazar, dos. Mucho. Mucho dos.
Good comms from Caparros, who first said Nadia, who first said no one's at net, and then as soon as they charged forward, she corrected herself quickly with the shouts. Salazar accelerating, Bidauria catching it well, and Bidauria countering well, covering a lot of net.
Voy. Las dos. Empieza. Vale, mucho Alonso, mucho Alonso. Sigue, mucho dos.
Oh, Ale Salazar, stop it, Ale. Sends one fizzing past a rooted Marta Caparros, who could only stand there and admire.
Nadie. Dos. Sigue. Atrás, Marta. Tienes dos ahora. Dime. Las dos. Voy.
Caparros likes the look of it. Oh, and Salazar couldn't break, turn, and adjust in time.
30 all.
Nadie, muy atrás. Sigue.
Bidauria switching sides all the time, now going through the middle. Good defending here from Ale Salazar. Covers the gap as well somehow. And Alonso is there to provide the finish after the big assist from Salazar. All about the defending here from the former #1, though.
Me ha atacado, Poli. Muy bien atacado,
Salazar, nicely taken.
Se pega mucho solo. Sale mucho, pegada, pegada.
Now on the forehand. And Caparrós gives away the break. So it's another break, 2 on the spin. 2 on the spin for Salazar Alonso, who have now taken the lead after being a break down earlier. This is a lot more like it. This is a lot more like it. And Alonso reloads and fires again, and Caparrós, I think that stayed in, you know, for Marta Caparrós, and if it did, that is a gorgeous finish. Out through the door, but no, it's good to giving us out. Let's have another look here. Well, this is not the, well, maybe it is the best angle, actually. And now they do seal it. The first set is over. The first set is in the books, and the first set has been won by Ale Alonso and Ale Salazar. 6 games to 3 after conceding an early break. They've done the same back, and then once again to take it.
Dame un agua, dale, por fin. Un agua, un agua.
Agua normal. ¿Sabes? Si va alto, igual te compro que te adelantes porque le puede pegar, pero cuando va alto y pone, yo pondría un más atrás. Cédesela, porque es el único donde estás.
¿Quieres este?
Entre comillas. ¿Entiendes lo que te quiero decir? Es el único que te estás quitando la pelota de encima. El resto está todo perfecto, ¿sabes?
Vale, va.
Está muy bien, ¿eh?
Campeona, ¿eh?
Venga. Bien, dale, ¿eh? Eso es, venga.
Sí, mucho mejor, ¿vale?
Vamos a seguir. Al final es eso, acercarla una vez a Caparrós, hacer una volea normal. A ver,
Por ejemplo, no probamos tirarle el globo más a Alejandra y sacarte a bloqueo vos, que lo habíamos hablado, de probar a Salazar. Si vos le tirás y la enganchás muy bien con el globo Alonso, es verdad que tira bien para abajo, pero si vamos a probar, para alguna vamos, incluso vamos las dos, así no le damos salida. volvemos a jugar firme por el medio y a ver qué tenemos. Quiero que sean capaces de buscar salida. Quiero que sean capaces de buscar salida, porque ahora pasan 3
vamos a
juegos hasta
gritar
que
a
no
los
volvemos.
Juli.
Ey, ahora van a pasar 3 juegos que yo no voy a hablar con ustedes, ¿eh? Tienen que ser un poquito, tienen que echar un poquito más de personalidad. Esta pelota que se te va a la doble pared y tirarla de revés para allá, me vale, en este momento me vale. Porque hay que buscar una solución.
Sí, deja de tirar para arriba, mete la bola porque no.
No, tirar para arriba está bien, pero no la van a tirar afuera. Y en un globo malo le van a pegar. Entonces, tiremos para arriba con intención. Abrimos espacio para ir al bloqueo.
Just listening to the coaching here as we have a look at the stats as well, which tell quite a bit of the tale, although not all of it. So it would not tell you the narrative of what we've seen and the fact that we did see an early break for the number 8 seeds here. Before from 3-2 onwards, it was back-to-back for Alonso Salazar. Remember what I said at the top of the broadcast, that the only other time they faced each other, Salazar and Alonso won 6-3 and 6-1. Well, now they've repeated at least the first set. That other time being in Riyadh, so also in sunny outdoor conditions, albeit on a very different side of the planet. Caparrós just went straight for the jugular, went for the head of Salazar. Caparrós beautifully halters the forward momentum of Salazar. Caparrós and Vidaurria now at least have stopped the momentum of 4 straight games the other way. This is Mr. Skanderbeg himself, the national hero of Albania by all accounts. And the man this very square is named after. Qué buena eres, Pantera, says Caparrós. And indeed, the Pantera Julieta Vidaurria is playing very well here. Read Alonso like a book.
Venga, venga.
30-15.
Va.
Sergio.
Vamos, Marta, Vamos, Marta,
Venga.
40-30.
Dale aquí, Vamos, Pantera. Mucho. Sigue. Voy a las dos pegadísimas.
Caparrós on the chiquita.
Tú, tranquila. Atrás Salazar, atrás Salazar. Salazar atrás. ¡Vamos!
And Alice Salazar, I mean, that's not something you should expect from her. At all, really.
Voy este.
Vamos, Tita, Sigue, Julio, tienes ahí, salta.
Sigue, vamos, Ali.
Oh, wow. No, well, they were due one. They were due one, weren't they?
Advantage.
Salazar and Alonso have been very unlucky with those a couple of times.
Ahora, Vamos, Juli. Sigue.
Mira, ve. Atrás, revés.
Sigue, dos, mucho. Sale mucho. Aquí. Mucho, dos, mucho. Guarda. Sí. Nada. Sigue, Juli.
Revés atrás.
Alonso. Wow, huge portraits from Ale Alonso.
Salazar Alonso Guerrero, 1 game over.
Bravo, Vamos, Pantera.
2-0.
Nadie. Sigue, dale. Sigue.
Bien, Ale.
Here they come again. Here they come again.
Bien, Pantera. Vamos uno. Nadie. ¡Panterita! ¡Vamos, Panterita!
15-0.
Vamos, Nima. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Ven acá, Vamos este. Vamos este. Nadie.
Oh, no, it's staying in. Oh, no, it's staying in. In the end.
Dale, 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 dale.
Oye, sí.
Good love from Salazar. After some good backcourt defending with ground strokes. And Alonso again. Yeah, Caparrós, rightfully maybe, with a little smirk or with a little squat there.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. The bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together.
Tenemos que mover la pelota, tenemos que buscar variantes, tenemos que hacer cosas, tenemos que tirar el globo pero con intención. Los globos sí van a ser el 80% de nuestros tiros, pero tienen que tener intención. Lo que pasó del 3-1 al 6-3 fue que seguimos haciendo las cosas bien, pero solo hicimos eso. Sí. Y fue muy monótono todo. Sí. No jugamos mal, no acumulamos errores. Pero fue monótono, no puede ser un partido monótono. Tienen que jugar, viejo. Saben jugar de sobra. Vamos, atención a resolver bien cuando nos sacan el bloqueo. Hablo rápido, si le tiran el globo ahí se le ve.
Estoy pasando
vale,
más
si le clavas el globo largo,
paralelo
sí,
al
porque
medio.
al final ella puede hacerlo. Pero
Sí,
como,
al medio, al medio.
pero como base, el globo normal al medio y aparta. ¿Sabes? Ven, vamos, Venga, dale a luz, va. ¿Sabes? Si le clavas bien. Sí, pero yo digo del tuyo normal y corriente con al revés o con la derecha. Si le clavas bien paralelo, bien, pero si no le puedes cargar para allá tranquilamente. Claro, eso es a lo que me refería.
Vamos, Ale.
Salazar, tú solo.
Talk about shooting out of the traps after a switch over. Ale Alonso. Still has that explosive smashing power. I mean, she's not the only one. These days, of course, paddle getting more and more physical, both on the men's and the women's side, as Salazar tries to drop shot. By the way, checking in on the other matches over on courts 2 and 3. So on court 2, Osorio and Iglesias winning the first set 6-1 against Orsillaguno. Currently 3-all in the second set. And over on court 3, Alex Ruiz, Juan Luesbri 6-4 in the first set against David Gala and Enzo Jensen, but the underdogs up 4-2 in the second. Of course, remember, Jensen and Gala, the ones who eliminated Coqui Nieto and John Sands. I've seen quite a few upsets already, especially in the men's draw. Espidaria cannot pick that up from the floor. 2 games apiece now. It does feel like Salazar and Alonso have another gear to go to here.
Vale, míralo. Súbelo, se pegan mucho. Uy. Vale, atrás. Viniendo. Mira. Atrás, atrás. Sigue.
Salazar could pick up.
Dale, Marta. Dale, Marta.
And a tricky finish. Early bouncer on that one.
Vamos uno. Mírale. Va. Vamos grandota, ¿eh?
59.
Vamos una, ¿eh? Vamos esta. Nadie. Revés, dos, mucho. Toca. Atrás. Vienen. Sigue, suben dos. Nada, toca. Vale, mucho. Dos. Toca. ¿Dónde? Vienen. Sigue. Bien, Alejandro.
Alonso, when she's in this kind of mode, Ale Alonso, when she's active, when she's moving, you can see why people think of her as a future #1. Of course, that potential has to be fulfilled at some point. But here she comes again. Oh, but Vidaurria touches it back across. And an easy finish now as well, or is it? Alonso, and the finish from Vidaurria on the other side. Well, unless Salazar would have cleared the advertising boarding, she was not getting anywhere near.
Pantera, ¿eh? Vamos. Campeona, ¿eh? Vamos. Nadie. Ale. Sigue. Voy. Atrás.
Salazar on her forehand.
Sigue una.
Oh, lovely gancho in the parallel from Alejandra.
30-40.
A trusty forehand of hers never lets her down. This is the moment they break open the set. That's going out. Yeah, it is. And Alonso knew it, but then was already thinking, well, there's no way I'm getting there in time. Caparrós. And an easy finish from Vidaurria.
Advantage Vidaurria supports.
just like Alonso on the other side, Vidaurri has these flurries of intensity. These great flurries of intensity that are hard, nearly impossible to match. And they keep their serve despite the break point.
¿Sí? Venga, pálale, chale. Al final ha sido la tarde.
Hemos cebado un poco con la navaja.
Sí.
Esta sí que está sabiendo muchísimo, ¿no? Con la chiquita.
Sí, pero bueno, al final también, como rebota mucho la pelota, por mucho que saque normal.
Sí, bueno, eso tenía que haber dicho.
Está bien, no pasa nada, es normal. Ya está. Al final ahí han sido dos jugadas de dos volcadas medio necesarias, que al final con un globito
es que
bueno.
Es verdad que ahora, si queda globo, vamos a tirarlo.
Sí, sí.
Tampoco es un cuello.
No, por eso que no hace falta. Eso sí, una sí estáis incómodas, pero tirar me parece perfecto. Y a la siguiente, listo. ¿Sí?
Voy, va.
Sacas.
¿Quién?
Dale, tú.
¿Yo?
Sí. Venga, vamos,
Sí.
Venga, unos saquecitos y al final al siguiente le rompemos. Al final sí. Espérate otra vez.
Nos metemos en un lío.
Sí, necesario.
Time.
¿Cómo vi?
Love.
Alonso, why not? Why not let it fly? And even the looming Caparrós couldn't get near. Salazar, hard, flat forehand that she latches onto so nicely always.
¿Vamos? Vos mantenés. Vamos un punto, quizá.
Huge finish. Applied plenty of backspin on that, so it nestled down into the corner of Caparrós.
¿Vamos aquí? Vamos, Juli, ¿eh? Nadie. Revés, dos pegadas. Venga.
Just waiting for everything to get back in order so we can get back underway here. Maybe a good time to remind you what we've got on the program further today. So after this, it's Martinineno, Jairo Bautista taking on Edu Alonso, Neymar Gogni. That should be a good one. And not before 5 p.m. local time, because we're kind of trying to avoid the hottest part of the day. So not before 5 p.m. local time then is the third match, which is Bea Caldera, Carmen Goenaga against Nuria Rodriguez and Julia Del Pozzo. Then not before 7, Chosas Libak, Arce Arroyo, another cracker of a match there. And then we finish the day not before 9 p.m. Stupa Yanguas, Momo Campa. All right, the decision here is out. Oof. You know what? I'm not sure I agree with that, but okay, I'm not the professional here. Nuno Moreira's in the VAR booth. We have to respect that decision.
Vamos, dale, va. Va Pantera, Va, vamos una. Dale.
Vidaurria again disarming Salazar and then punting it in her face. Such an intense player. The way she looks, the way she walks around the court.
Salimos cuerpo del Salazar, y con el rebote trabajamos, jugamos, nos divertimos, entrenamos, hacemos lo que quieran, ¿vale? No tiramos al cuerpo, menos vos sobre todo, no caminás. No le tirás por el revés y caminás porque te pone la mano así y te la pone en la reja. ¿Está claro? Bien. ¿Qué fue eso? Bueno, me da igual. Vamos a romper. Ey, estamos 4-3 arriba. Vamos a asumir la responsabilidad de que tenemos el set ahora. Vamos a ganarlo. Vamos a romper y lo ganamos. ¿Está claro? Conseguimos ese revés y a partir de ahí conseguimos el revés de Salazar, que nos da rebote por el medio, se habla bien quién va y ahí juega. Si hay que tirar el globo, se tira. Ojo que el viento va a favor. ¿Vale? Pero se tira con intención para ir a un bloqueo, para aprovechar un espacio con calma. En cuanto la tenemos y la sentimos, la jugamos. Antes, lo vas a dar mejor, ¿eh?
We've come away from the benches with Ale Alonso licking her lips and letting fly after the setup from her teammate. Not seen a break yet in this set. Saw 3 in the first. 1 on one side, 2 on the other. You can guess who won the 2 and who won the 1 if you look up at the scoreboard. Lovely drop shot, by the way, from Salazar here.
Love.
That is, or this is how you take care of a serve game, everyone. Salazar, parallel. What a crisp forehand volley to follow the serve. 4-all, love game. Good pressure again. I have to be extremely careful here, Caparrós and Vidaurri, especially the first couple of volleys after serve. Gotta be pressuring their opponents. Can't give them a release valve of a high lob and giving up net position. Salazar, she got a touch. And now she's pressuring Vidaurri. But a big time lob from Vidaurri to get away Alonso. Ooh.
15-all.
Vidaurri attacks and defends. Now it's Salazar who blocks the smash. Oh, and a complete misfire now from Ale Salazar.
30-15.
Alonso, you'd expect a big time finish for her there. As she got to the end, on the end rather, of the smash. Wow, look at Vidaurri here. Knife between the teeth for La Pantera Julieta Vidaurri. Alonso from the right-hand side, and Caparrós is the first one to blink. 30-all. Big time break point now. Big time break point now. Alonso up high. Vidaurria down low. Well blocked by Salazar. Here is Alonso again. Vidaurria retakes net position. Vidaurria sets up. Vidaurria fires, and Alonso not able to block. Again, they skirt away from a break point.
Advantage Vidaurria Cabas.
Well played to feed here to Vidaurria. Wow, the passing shot. The passing shot from Ale Salazar generates 2 more break points. Clever. Did that not touch Salazar? Well, either way, it doesn't matter. Star points.
Use start point.
The breakthrough has come now. The breakthrough has finally come after many, many, many break points. Salazar and Alonso now have it. Now have the result they were hoping for a long time. When we come back, they serve for the match.
Bien, chicas, vamos ahora. Vamos a crear las 4 bolitas. Último esfuercito. Venga, vamos. Venga. Bien. Dale. Venga, no está tan fácil jugar. Sale la pelota. Sí, está jodida de controlar. Venga. Vamos, 4 saquecitos. Manos de Ale. Sí, ahí, ajustame bien la boleita, sobre todo a donde quieras, pero la del medio si vas a volear al medio, ahí con cuidado. Sí, al final es el único lugar donde nos... Pero ahí, a la esquina, como nos hacían a los pies, ahí libre. ¿Sí? Venga. Vamos, Ale. Venga, este jueguito. Vamos.
Time.
Alonso basically sat down, said, well, 4 puntitos más, 4 more little points. And just go back up and left. Rodri Casado loving it. Alonso, wow, Alejandra Alonso.
30 low.
Vamos, Julio, aquí, Uy, y a ver. Bien, Alejandra.
40 low.
This is flying by. This is flying by. And this is it, surely no. And there it is. Alonso plays it to feet of Caparrós. And that has done it. That has sealed the deal. Game, set, and match for the two Alejandras, Alonso and Salazar. 6-3, 6-4. Caparrós and Julieta Vidaurria gave it a good go, but eventually outclassed by the top seed of this tournament.
Poner para de la clavada. Viene. Vamos. Pues yo me quedo sin cerebro, tío. Ya, lo estaba pensando antes. A cromo se los va a gastar, digo, la gran puta.
Another look at that match point from Alonso. It's a lovely switch up here. It was that first shot hard down to feet of Caparrós that set up the eventual winner on the backhand. And I think maybe the scoreline doesn't really show just how leveled this encounter really was, because it really, really was. Caparrós and Vidaurria gave them a run for their money and then some. We have a look at the stats. Caparrós and Vidaurria with more smashes in the second set, but way fewer unforced errors, paired with a couple more winners as well. And crucially, that one break late on. The overall stats, and again, it's more of the same. It's just the lack of unforced error for the two Alejandras who head into the semi-finals. Just checking whether, yeah, we do know who they'll play in the semi-finals. Osoro and Iglesias, spoiler alert, have also beaten their encounter. But before we get to all of that, let's go courtside. Let's hear from the two winners, standing by with the interviewer, Clara Navarro.
Well, we are here with the winners of the match, Alejandra Salazar and Alejandra Alonso. Alejandra, Alonso, we're going to start with you. How do you feel after this match? It was very tight, but now you're in the semifinals. And how do you feel playing in this court? Because I think that you like to hit the ball.
Yes. Well, hello, everybody. I'm really, really happy to be in player here in Albania. I've never been here, so it's a really nice place. I'm really happy. The court, I like to hit a lot. I think we play a really good match. The rivals, they play very well. So yeah, really, really happy.
Bueno, ahora en español, Alejandra está muy contenta de jugar aquí en Albania. Es su primera vez y sí que es verdad que le gusta pegar mucho a la bola y ha sido un partido difícil, pero bueno, contentas porque ya están en las semifinales. Alejandra Salazar, now we go with you. This year, you're retiring from padel. How does it feel to be playing here for the first time in Albania? How do you feel about this amazing venue, the people and everything?
Yeah, it's a dream come true, traveling around the world and knowing a lot of new places. It's our first time here in Albania, lovely, so very happy in this last year to travel and discover another countries. And very happy with our match. We work a lot and I think we deserve the win. It was a tight score, but finally we have Ale destroying the ball and we are so happy to play semifinals tomorrow.
Bueno, Alejandra Salazar también muy contenta de estar aquí por primera vez, que se retira este año, entonces viajar es una maravilla, sobre todo por su profesión. Y hablando un poco del partido, un partido muy igualado, pero también ese trabajo en equipo ha conseguido la victoria en las semifinales. Thank you very much, Alejandra Salazar and Alejandra Alonso. Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
There you go, the two Alejandras in English, no translation necessary. Thank you very much to the both of them and to Clara Navarro for that. There we go, the semi-finals. The first one, anyway, is already set for tomorrow. Salazar Alonso will take on Osoro Iglesias for that first spot in the final. Coming up next, we've got more quarterfinal action, excuse me. Dineno and Bautista take on Gogni Alonso. I've been Nicholas Quarles-Sonefort. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye for now from Tirana.
Okay, wir wieder Zielfeld. Ja, viel Platino Albania. Por vetëm 4 minuta fillon ndeshja e radhës në Central Courtu të Shqipërisë të Vej. Sot presim dy qifre meshkujsh në ndeshjen e dytë për sot të qeveritinalet e FIP Platino Albania. Hyrja është e lirë për çdo kënd që ka dëshirë që ta shikojë të kampionatin e mrekullueshëm që zhvillohet për herë të parë këtu në Tiranë. Transmetimi bëhet live në televizionet ndërkombëtare në përballë. Ky është kampionati I padel. Është një lloj tenisi që bëhet në një fushë të mbyllur.
Welcome back to Skanderbeg Square in the middle of Tirana in Albania for the FIP Platinum. As up next in our coverage of these quarterfinals, we've got Martin Dineno and Jairo Bautista, number 4 seeds, taking on Edu Alonso and Aymar Goñi. It's a very nice looking match on paper, at least. Let's hope that it actually proves to be as well in reality rather than just on paper. Alonso and Goñi, of course, who've made quite a lot of headway since joining forces. Proven to be quite the tricky pairing to deal with. With on one side the huge smashing of Goñi, and on the other side the sort of rolled up sleeve blue collar paddle that Edu Alonso prides himself on rather than off.
And the second team is Martin.
Here are Goñi and Alonso making it out onto center court. Again, the 8th seed for this tournament. And semi-finalists back in Asunción. Since coming together, they've played 3 Premier Paddle events, and I mean, the yield's been a quarterfinal, semi-final, and then eliminated in the round of 16 in Buenos Aires, but that's not exactly bad going, is it?
The next duel is Martin Dineno and Edu Bautista from Spain and Argentina.
Especially when you consider the fact that that round of 16 in Buenos Aires was against Goya and Tapia, so you would excuse them, wouldn't you? It's an interesting looking matchup, this. Is, of course, Dineno and Jairo Bautista, one of those sort of temporary partnerships. Martin Dineno, who will play with Paquito Navarro very, very shortly. Jairo Bautista, who was, of course, with Lucas Campagnolo, but no more, as Campa will now play with Momo Gonzalez. Jairo Bautista will link up with Inigo Joffre from the Italy Major onwards, where they will be the number 14 seeds. Let's have a look at the brackets and how we got to where we are now. So we're currently in the 3rd of the 4, if you're looking from top to bottom. So the winner of this will take on either Alex Ruiz and Juan Luis Bri or Enzo Jensen and David Gala. That match is actually going on right now as we speak. And it's deep into the 3rd set, and it's looking like Jensen and Gala will again come back from a set down. I mean, they did it yesterday against John Sanz and Coqui Nieto, where they were swept in the 1st set 6-0 and then came back to win it. Now, they lost the 1st set 6-4, but are 6-3 and now 5-4 up with service. So they're serving for the match over there on court 3. You can, of course, check that out if that tickles your fancy. If you're a smart viewer, and I'm sure you are, you'll have separate devices up and running to monitor the situation of everything. To keep your eye on all the goings on. As we look at Martin Dineno and Gonzo Binha lookalike Jairo Bautista.
2 minutes.
24 years old, still only, is the big Andalusian. Who, with Campa, reached a couple of quarterfinals in Premier Paddle this season. But now with Campa getting the call-up from Momo, that has gone and that has been left behind. On the other side, Aimar Goñi, still have to remember that this is a man who's not even a year into his Premier Paddle career, played a couple of FIP events before that, but at only 20 years old, is so early in his career. Casado was already sat on the bench. I think it's the same one as well.
Time. End of the warm-up. 1 minute to start the match.
Look at this. Bit of gancho practice for Edu Alonso. Now he's letting fly in a few smashes. Testing the waters here. Edu Alonso, of course, not a big smasher. But he'll give it a go, I'm sure, today.
Voy. Vale. Atento a estar ahí a pescarlo si te quedas. ¿Sí? ¿Eh? Sí. Vamos. ¿A papá? Vamos.
There's the horses. The match will start. First set. Eduardo Alonso to serve. Ready?
Edu Alonso will get this second match underway. My name is Nicholas Quarterfinals, by the way. Good lob over Dineno, who brings it down. And a beautiful shot to get it behind Gogni. Gogni and Bautista, who are, I would say, similar brand of players, not hugely mobile, but of course, big threats on the overheads. And with relatively soft hands as well. Edu likes the look of that with the smash, and he does execute on it perfectly. I did touch that, did he? Alonso. And Alonso gets the better of Dineno again in that cross court.
First game. Dineno to serve.
Vamos aquí, Eduardo. Los dos, Edu. Jairo más. Atrás. Los dos, Edu.
Bautista lining up Alonso. Beautiful lob from Edu Alonso. Hard bajada, well blocked again from the Valencian. Look at the dirty work he's having to do here. As Jairo Bautista lets fly, times two. But Gogni with the chancletazo back across.
Love 15.
Didn't matter that it touched double glass. It still had so much on it.
15.
Dineno. It's great defending, but it was only the stay of execution, as Gogni was just waiting for that chiquita to be a little high, and there it came, and then it's good night.
False.
Bautista, all his smashes are getting blocked so well. But that's a beauty, that's a rope, a darts from Jairo. Bautista needs to keep up this aggression. It's always interesting to see temporary couples teaming up because there will be teething issues, but of course you need to gel very quickly. You don't have time to find each other, shall we say. Batista from deep over Gogni. No, Gogni on the turnaround, on the counter.
Advantage. Dinero Bautista.
Way off the mark is the lob from Gogni. Again, something he's working on, that backcourt defending, but it's still something that's not quite there. Backhand chancletazo. It's Goello-esque, although not with the same speed. Beautiful.
40 love.
Seguida.
40-50.
Nice lob, Dineno. Ah, but Gogni then just produces magic. It's sheer and utter magic.
Albania, a land of natural beauty, rich history, and warm hospitality. Discovering Albania has never been easy. Introducing TIAP, your ultimate travel
Al menos moverte ahí. Porque si no, dejamos pasar, que el globo está perfecta ahí. Él toca atrás, pero no le generamos con esa bola. O sea, no le ganamos la ring. ¿Sí? Entonces, movete ahí, abre los brazos ahí, que una le vas a robar. De este lado le robaste una, la última. Para mí necesito que la dirección para las oleas sea bien. La tuya al revés, por el revés de gol, y vos de derecha, de tres a la derecha. Pero que presionemos un poquito más ahí, que no les dé tanto tiempo, porque estamos poniendo la... Y atento a los cachetazos que van a hacer ellos bastante. Más Edu con derecha, el otro con revés, a esos cachetazos. Cuando estamos paralelos y te cambian, de ahí podemos limpiar. No importa si te trae uno, no pasa nada. Pero esa es la jugada. Vamos ahora, con presión.
Jairo Bautista to serve.
As you can see, gusty conditions here, windy conditions.
Out. 15. Fault.
Gagne's going to dunk those every day of the week. Bautista and Nineno, it seemed from the start really that they're sort of coming from behind, that they're trying to keep up more than anything else. Gagne touches it. Oh! He touched the nets according to both Bautista and Nineno. Let's have another look. Let's see if the net ripples. Look at the feet. More than anything else. I think he did. I think they're right. Good eye. So the original call.
¿Pero se puede llevar la pelota entonces o...? Perdón, perdón. Sí. O sea, ¿se puede llevar la bola? ¿Se puede llevar la bola?
Se nos toca dos bolas.
Aparte me queda atrás, yo si me decidió puede ser. Porque si vos decís que lleva la bola, la revisión la tiene que pedir ellos. A eso es lo que te digo.
Yo no lo puedo decir porque él cuando se gira tapa.
No, ya sé, si yo te estoy diciendo lo del sonido. Que yo creo que eso es claro y el único que está acá sos vos, los otros están ahí en la carpa cagándose de calor. Es lo que te digo. ¿Le dijiste?
According to the video review, it was fault.
Yeah, okay, so he did touch. Oh, okay, so he touched the ball twice. Which, you know, I think he does, to be fair. He kind of does, reminds me of field hockey, that, the way he kind of drags it over. I thought they were looking at the foot touching the net. Either way, it's 30-all.
Okay. Game. Two games.
Bestialidad, Vamos a ir aquí, vamos a ir. Va.
15.
Well, they're certainly impressing someone in the stands here. No, that's off. That's off from Gagné. Look at the way that Edu Alonso from net just keeps hammering volleys to Jairo Bautista's feet. Bautista was trying to get forward, but was easily disarmed there by Edu. Quick lob from Dineno. It's a low and a fast lob, which is harder to then let fly on with an overhead smash. Huge pickup from Edu Alonso. Goodness me. Gagné didn't even have to step in there. Oh, the fake smash of dreams does the job and then some.
Rápido tuyo, no es normal. Vale. Es decir, el rápido. Y si se va afuera, porque al final es la única manera de enganchar un break. ¿Sí? Viene. Esto de la voleíta tampoco es al final normal. No necesito tanto para ajustar al bote pronto.
Sí, la que falló ahí para el
es innecesario. Al final arriesgamos mucho al saque como para ponernos.
Tiro recto. Ah, y tuvimos ahí con la vendida todo.
Vuela un poquito.
Sí.
Así que podemos tirar piñata.
Sí, vamos. Ahora se lo hacemos. Necesito, cuando volvemos, que le metamos presión por acá y por acá.
Dale.
Pero con intención.
Vale, perfecto.
Ahora, sacamos largo, porque si adelante nos tiran y se nos viene a pelotear. Dale, sí. Vamos, Jairo. Dale, enganchame dos palos arriba, dale.
Edu, vamos aquí. Va. Vamos aquí.
Vamos. 50.
Intro!
30 left.
Nice pick up there from Edu Alonso. Gagné on the turnaround. Bautista on the smash, and he clips him on the shin, I do believe. That was about as good a game as they've had, Dineno and Jairo. Martín Dineno and Paquito Navarro. The partnership that set the world of paddle alight about, call it, just over 5 years ago, the start of 2021. I remember being there when that happened. Oh, Edu Alonso is trying to chiquita from that corner. A good concentrated finishing, though, from Jairo Bautista. Hard contra. And Gogni, after the contra, I think he was complaining to himself that he should have hit another one. Dineno. Alonso attacks, Alonso smashes por tres, and Dineno off the post, and in Gogni, flick of the wrist, and Bautista cannot hold on any longer. Beautiful salida from Martín Dineno, but then Aimar Gogni with a little flick of the wrist somehow wins the point anyway.
Life is an adventure waiting to be explored.
Bien esa de tapada, Fíjate, tiró cero por tu revés. Cuando la tiene colgada ahí, tira por el medio, o sea, tu revés. Bien, cuando te da rebote, tirarle a pasar por Goni. Es así. Cuando te tira por delante, como hicimos la del 0-0 al resto. Le tiraste fuerte por acá y marchaste. O sea, por delante, tiras fuerte por la derecha. Mate, perfecto, la volea por acá.
¿Cómo lo voleo ahora?
Sí, con el lobo. Le vas a enchufar un lobo acá. Y vamos los dos. Cuando le toca a él. Para que no pueda tirar para abajo. ¿Sí?
Vamos loco, Vamos loco, Vamos loco.
No, es que lo tenemos, Lo tenemos que agarrar ahí cuando estamos uno arriba. Ahí. Ahí,
Dentro de la del medio.
Dale, dale, sí. Robame una del medio y quebramos.
Sí, ¿por qué?
Con una quebramos, Vamos. Vamos, Jairito,
Players to mark this. Net first serve.
15 love.
Bien, Martín.
30 love.
Bien, Martín. Vamos. Vamos ahí más. Animal. ¡Obvio! Marido, vamos, vamos, loco. ¿Tienes? Muy dos. ¡Dale! Bien, Martín.
40 love.
They're growing into this match now, Ardineno and Bautista. You can tell that their powers are only getting stronger. Martin Dineno very aggressive. Playing the angles, Dineno saving his Alonso as always.
Game, Dinero Bautista. 4 games on.
Podemos, ¿eh? Si no, tranqui. Y Edu, vamos. Vamos, animal.
Bautista didn't mind that was a deep lob, a good lob, and over Dineno, not himself. He just went over and said, I'll clobber this up, no worries.
Vamos aquí, vamos.
15 all.
Dos. Edu. Sale, sale. Está Martín, vino ahora. Sigue, está muy. ¡Vamos, Martín! ¡Vamos, loco!
50, 30.
¡Vamos, loco!
Told you they were getting stronger. I told you they were getting stronger. Now they are close to a potentially crucial couple of break points. Ooh. Wow, Gogni had to nail that. Ooh, Gogni now coughs it up though at net. Gogni now coughs it up at net. And this is a break point. A potentially massive one as well.
False.
Oh my goodness, this boy can hit a ball. I think he is pretty fastly climbing the rankings of the best smashers on tour. Bautista, that's going out and away from Gogni. So far away, look at how much speed he gets on this. Look at the racket head speed and how far away from the door that goes.
second deuce.
Wow. Block from Bautista was not enough. They save it. Okay, they have saved it. 2 break points. 2 break points for the Neno Bautista. Unconverted they remain. So still we're looking for someone to take custody of this opening set.
Hielo, algo. Escucha. Ahí si querés, tenemos espacio para frenar por el lado igual. En esa, que vos entraste. ¿Eh? Okay. O sea, porque él va a tirar y se va a ir para atrás. Entonces, peloteamos por la derecha y ahí, si vamos a entrar de atrás, o le tiramos fuerte o le frenamos por ese lado. ¿Eh? Bien, los restos. Mala suerte, se la trae de allá atrás. ¿Eh? Vamos, vamos que lo tenemos. Pero tenemos que ir valientes cuando nos queda flotando. Totalmente. ¿Eh? Cuando vas de atrás para adelante con la bola flotada, tirale a Aymar por la derecha.
Cuando va a la pelota Jairo, que estará delante.
Sí, pues necesito entonces.
No, le voy a pegar, pero le voy a pegar. Voy a estar atento para moverme y pegarle. Porque le puedo pegar.
Necesito que me pegues paralelo, me la suda Jairo.
Vale.
Que no salta lo que yo. O sea, mide lo que mido yo, pero no salta.
Vale,
Le pego para
escucha, vale, ahora vamos a hablar del resto. Inviérteme una paralela Jairo, que has dejado de hacerlo. Vale,
ahí suele recibir uno.
No, pero eso, antes al principio del juego ha habido una que le resta
Sí, para el alta red.
y ya luego a la siguiente no ha llegado. Ahora hemos vuelto a dejar de
¿Hacemos
restar.
esa?
Eso es.
Vale.
Yo restaría una y luego
saca
intentaría
Martín.
tres.
Bueno, con más razón.
Aunque me la clave la verja, pero ahí lo fijamos.
Vale.
Sí, una fuerte o que sea. Pero fíjate, ya has metido mucho en el. Desde el principio del set lo has hecho y ha pegado una mala. ¿Sabes? Uno que sea.
No cedo aquí, va. Dale, hermanito, vamos.
Bueno, ¿no, Martín? Uy, Maré, va. Soy yo ahí. Va.
Clutch time in the first set, and Jairo Bautista knows it. All of these players on court, former Premier Paddle semi-finalists. Of course, Martín Dineno, the only one who's done one, or should I say two, better than that. As Bautista plucks it out of the sky, but Gogni reaches and Gogni punts it back up and over. Oh, Gogni got a slight touch. And that definitely stayed in for Bautista to draw things up, to level things up at 5 games each.
15 love.
Vamos, Iman, vamos, Iman.
30 love. Please respect the players. Thank you so much.
Viene Eduardo.
40 love. False. Amigos Salas, thank you so much. Respect the players.
Durante el juego, diles durante el juego, no saben lo que es el padre todavía. Durante el juego no pueden hablar.
During the match play, please be quiet. Thank you so much. The players. Game. Goñaloso. They lead by 6 games to 5.
This seems like we're going to the tie break, folks. We have one more serve game to prevent that from happening, but it doesn't feel like it will.
Y de aquí no me vale este. Necesito que vaya este. Así, así. Tírale, tírale, tírale fuera. Tírale. Da igual, es que no la traen igual. Es decir, que no. Y si queréis, anímate lo que quieras. Pinchalo para arriba, lo que quieras hacer. A eso inviérteselo.
Sí, tenemos dos. La que me queda medio difícil, que tiro cruzado rápido, y la que peloteamos tanto que queda fácil y lo tiras.
Eso.
Te digo, hay más, podemos pelotear mucho más de lo que estamos peloteando.
Sí.
Lo que pasa es que están cerca, Es decir,
Claro, es que ese es el tema.
que están... Bueno, pero la bola no es tan fácil de controlar. Es decir, que no, para mí podéis, no es tan fácil, pero...
No, pero ya digo, la bola, por ejemplo, la que te rebota en lateral del este.
Vamos ahora, Va, ahora ya saben que le resta. Boris ya sabe que le resta trabajo. Dan, invertí. Dale, dale Martín, dale.
Martín, oveja. Animal. Aguanta, mira.
Out 15 love.
Vamos una.
Thank you, please.
Escucha, la próxima, échalos.
Sí, es que yo échalos la tercera.
A lot of movement back there. Everyone's still taking their seats as we're slowly but surely again heading straight for that tie break.
Lo van a tirar durante el partido, pero no.
Oh, wow. Looks like someone's got to be ushered out of the stands. Okay. Let's hope that everything is okay to continue. We can get back to the paddle here.
Play.
Dineno, sharp volley. Dineno now going parallel. And in steps Bautista, read very well where that play was going. It was a bit risky. If Alonso decides to then go parallel, It would have been a sitting duck. There was no way he would have got anywhere near it. But he timed it well.
30-15. Pass. 30-15.
Vamos a llamar, no pasa nada. Vamos una. ¡Ay! Muy bueno, muy bueno.
40-30.
Vamos una, loco.
Okay, we're going to the tiebreak. It is happening.
One moment, please.
Nothing in this set can separate these two. Not a break, not anything. Just confirming, by the way, that it is Enzo Jensen and David Gala who have won yet again, this time beating Alex Ruiz and Juan Luis Bri. So the 14 seeds in the semi-final, and they will take on one of these two pairs in tomorrow's semi.
Vamos una, pero no llores. Vamos una aquí. Va, va, va. Vamos a ir animal, va.
Wow, fiery bajada.
2-0. Dinero Bautista.
Bautista starting to take over here.
¡Ay, no! ¡No, loco, boludo! ¡No, loco! Está bien, de Aymar, perdón. Uy, perdón, no lo vi.
3-0. Dinero Bautista.
Vamos a Aymar, dos bolitas animal. Vamos a ir. Vamos a ir tus áreas, animal.
I think he might have clipped his shin, you know, on his way out of the court as Bautista was celebrating. You can see it happening in the back there of your shot. He is okay, of course. Gagné. Oh, what happened there? Oh, the sun. He's looking right into the sun. Well, everyone's sort of bracing for impact here. Oh, he misjudged the flight of the ball because he's looking at the sun. Well, you can curse out the sun all you want. In the words of Hans Molman, you're certainly doing your job today, Mr. Sun.
Bautista.
We're going to switch sides here, but it's... I am fascinated by this, where a set is just couldn't be more leveled. And then it's complete one-way traffic when it comes to the tiebreak. Bautista, I mean, put a 10-foot ladder down. You're still not getting anywhere near that one. 5 set points. Bautista, that was not the best play there. Usually when you want to transition forward is when you play a good chiquita down to feet that has to come back up. That chiquita was sort of at net level, so they could just attack him as he was coming forward. Beautiful volley from Edu Alonso, just like that. 2 of the 5 set points anyway are dispatched. Bautista, see what happens this time. Bautista's not scared of the sun, is not fazed by the sun. He eats that smash up entirely. So the first set goes to Martín Dineno and Jairo Bautista in the tiebreak, 7-3. Where Goñi failed earlier on the smash, Bautista certainly doesn't. We'll be back with the second set shortly, folks.
Después, si te vienen a la tuya de revés, lo encerramos por aquí. Pero Aymar, si la tiene que jugar de revés, nos juega un poco más. Te tira de nuevo, tira y camina. Con la derecha no hace nada.
Sí, la está pincha.
La pincha, o sea, si le tiramos normal por derecha acá, se va para atrás y nos tira el lobo. Entonces, vamos a presionarlo acá, que Edu, por delante, con el revés está tirando unas cagadas. No tiró ni un lobo, Edu de revés, para vos paralelo. Entonces, si querés, haces un paso, te metes acá, cuando tira cortado y le metes el cachetazo.
En los pares.
Vamos acá. Vamos acá.
Vamos, Jairito. Vamos, papá,
Sacamos nosotros.
Perfecto. Sacamos de este lado.
Sí.
Vamos, sacamos el que está sacando.
Escucha, el saque a Edu por el revés, a Goñi le varía. Si le hacemos llegar la bola acá, a Goñi con el saque, perfecto. Te resta siempre a la derecha. Si querés repetirle por el revés, no camino todavía. Se la pones.
Perfecto.
Intención, necesito movilidad de pata y activo ahora. Vamos. Dale, vamos. Sí, con esa actitud, siempre una. Hacemos 40-0 de a una y lo luchamos. Dale. Uno, voy al baño.
9 fewer unforced errors and 6 more smashes, and still Dineno and Bautista not able to win this set before the tiebreak. They had those late break points in the set. They grew as the match came along. Just reminding you, by the way, viewer, that after the conclusion of this match, we'll go away until 5 p.m. local time. So currently it's 10 past midday, so it's 10 past 12. So we'll have a bit of a gap. It has everything to do with the heat here in Albania. It is scorching hot. Comes back at the top of the stanchion, and now it's Edu Alonso who's looking into the sun. Mr. Sun is really doing his job today. Okay, Dineno lets it bounce. Will play hard, Vibora. Picked up by Alonso. Dineno again. Kogne just makes that ball explode.
40-50.
Ridiculous.
Muy.
40-30.
Rafaelito está.
Bautista, he's the only one who has no problems at all, looking straight into the sun. Still knows when that ball is going to come right on his racket. Certainly a day for short sleeves or no sleeves, and I learned in Argentina 2 weeks ago that a tank top in Argentinian is called a muscular shirt, which I found very funny. But we're not in Argentina, we're in Albania. I'm not sure if the Albanians have a word for this themselves. Double glass couldn't quite pick it up there, Bautista. Ooh, Alonso on the overhead smash, and Dineno and Bautista both looking at each other, thinking the other was taking it. There was a slight bit of miscommunication. Well, not miscommunication, just maybe a lack thereof.
Game Kogne Alonso. 1 game all.
Muy mal.
Kogne, double glass. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Aymar Gogni. No way he's just done that. No way.
Retro serve.
Bueno, Jairo, vamos, Dix.
50 all.
Still reeling from what has just happened. And now Dineno makes an easy mistake here.
30.
Adentro, Edu, vamos. Cuenta, solo. Muy, bien, Edu. Mira. Deja botar. Vamos, Aymar.
30, 40.
First break point of the set, and it's fallen to the side of Gogni Alonso, who want to make this a 3-set encounter, as we all do, of course. We always want more paddle. Oh, contra pared from Aymar Gogni. Up high it goes from Edu Alonso, making Bautista stare into the sun. The counter from Alonso, and the smash from Gogni, but it's touched over by Dineno and then into the net from Bautista. That was set up to be another incredible highlight point, but then Martin Dineno only finds the net. So, our first break of the entire match belongs to Aymar Gogni and Edu Alonso with their first break point as well of the entire match.
En una, invertir el globo. Al resto, sabes que viene corriendo.
La saqué encima con las piñatas al pedo.
Sí, te queda. Tirale por la derecha, Goni, que no hace nada ahí.
Ok.
Entonces, no tiremos la piñata menos de aquel lado.
Bueno, sí, es que se vuela un poco, pero...
¿Sí?
Está bien, sí, me la saqué encima,
Vamos a buscarlo ahora.
Con eso.
Quebramos acá y nos ponemos por encima del marcador. Que tengan ellos la presión.
Ok.
Pero vamos a buscarlo, dale.
Sí, siempre. Respiramos tranquilo.
Sí, escucha. Ahora Aymar con la derecha te va a tirar el globo atrás de la cabeza. Cuando queda con rebote. Entonces, vamos a presionar un poquito más. ¿Vale? O sea, no se la demos.
Bien, vale. Vamos. Bien.
Vamos.
Vamos a animar, ¿eh?
Vamos a apretar ahí.
Vamos a estimar.
Sí, nuestro, ¿eh?
Sí.
Vamos a apretar. Todo en cada meta, dale.
Dame una agüita, Sarto. Un poco eso.
Pueden salir a tomar agua y todo. Vamos, loco, dale.
There's Lucas. Eduardo Alonso to serve.
Sigue.
50 love. False.
way they're constructing this point, but then Edu Alonso throws a spanner in the works and Goñi can finish. No, Dineno now has to defend, and Edu Alonso does him a solid, as Martin himself did the last game. Constructing well with the bandeja, constructing well with the volleys.
¡Ay, no! ¡Vamos, Martín!
50-30.
Alonso, double glass into the hands of Dineno. Big time defending though, big time defending from both Goñi and Alonso, who are under so much duress.
Game. Goñi they lead by 3-1.
It's one of the first times where we've seen one of those high lobs into the sun that isn't picked off easily. By Jairo Bautista.
Vamos, Martín, ¿eh? Vamos, macho. No. Vamos, vamos.
Bautista is going to try again. He is just going to try again. Dineno again.
Bien, Martín. Así, Martín, ¿eh?
Game de Rotita. Goñi Alonso by 3-2.
¿Qué hacen ahí en la volea, loco? Es que no, noto que me queda en la derecha, tiro a la esquina y no, está, no sé, no siento que esté voleando bien.
No, de hecho es el problema, hay veces que cuando os pasáis con el cristal es cuando os clavan el globo. Para mí que
Pero es que Martina ahora me ha hecho así un globo cortado.
Bueno, pero que meta uno no me importa. Pero los de antes es todo el rato porque al final nos acabamos medio pasando. Venga, escucha, que nos valga lo de tener solo un break. Venga, vamos a intentar clavarlo porque necesitamos repetir muchas veces la jugada esa. ¿Sabes? Del que tiras, del que llegas jodido del cortado ese. Prefiero que pelotes fuerte. ¿Sabes? A que vuelques. Venga. Escucha, está bien, vamos por arriba. Entonces ahora hay que mantener, hay que seguir concentrados un poco en lo que es lo que estamos haciendo. Para mí, cada vez que voleáis normal, me refiero a con pared normal, es cuando vienen los problemas de que no empiezan a poner el globo ese, cuando te pasan a ti con el globo. Entonces, concentraos mucho en intentar ajustar. justo al lado de los boteprontos, bien. ¿Sabes? Y que si pasáis el cristal sea por apretar. No por medio ponerla. Claro. Venga.
Sí, venía a pasarnos, pero...
¿Sabes? Pero pasaros de decir, venga, bueno, intento tirar, cuando este corte y demás se va, se va. Pero al final creo que estáis medio... Sé que es jodido, pero al final estáis medio poniéndola. Va al cristal y ahí os la clavan aquí.
Vamos, Martín. Vamos sin mal, vamos sin mal. ¡Ay, no! ¡Vamos!
50.
Bien, Martín. Este más soy yo. Dale, dale. Uy.
Dineno Bautista still trying to chase, but of course the contrapared lob is always going to get dispatched. Bautista knew it as well.
50 all. False. The player Albania Uruguay said to be reviewed to check if his serve it's faults.
Goñi and Alonso are the ones reviewing here. The height looked okay. Obviously the placement is okay. I think it's about where he impacts the ball. He's gone over the line where he's impacted the ball.
According to the video review, the serve was false.
All right, so he did step over the line. Dineno, as they're trying to construct these points, as they're trying to lay a foundation for a potential counter break. There they go again, with unnecessary unforced errors. Great stuff there. I mean, Bautista a lot of times with that same tactic has not yielded good results, but this time he has.
¡Vamos!
40-30. False.
That a poor return as well. It's what I said earlier. It's what I said earlier. about these flashes, but then not being consistent enough to really build up, to really construct an attack and a potential break. Batista. Tried something pretty ridiculous there.
Left. Out. 30-50.
But now Gognier is doing the same on the other side, to be fair, where the unforced errors just let him down a little bit. Dineno and Bautista keep their serve courtesy of yet another huge smash from Bautista, but they've got to start coming back.
Yo creo que es pelotear donde la pelota vemos que baja un poco. Sí. Hacer eso igual. Yo creo que ahora, por ejemplo, el sol molesta un poco y ahí viento en contra. Entonces, con la misma intención para tirarte para abajo, en algún momento, porque nos va a ayudar el viento. Con la tuya derecha. Sí, yo también. ¿Sí? Yo la derecha voy a amagar esa. Está entrando por la derecha. Y ahí, para él. Pero cuando nos quede. Repito lo mismo, necesito que volvamos por esta zona. Si querés, en vez de ponerla un poquito más larga, que le dé rebote. Total no hace nada. Pero si perdemos la B es porque Goni nos saca con la derecha. Amigo, que nos vean arriba, sí, vamos a amigo, que nos vean arriba, amigo. Dale. Punto y todo, se lo quebramos, Ahora Goni nos da, ahora Goni nos va a dar todo. Vamos, que esta cancha es tiroteo, pero no pasa nada, nosotros tenemos que buscar sin mirar. Dale. Vamos, Vamos, Martín, Como un globo cruzado, Dale. Valiente con la derecha, valiente.
Bien tú. Vamos a animal.
A clear touch there, back over.
Yeah!
30-50.
¡Vamos, Martín! ¡Vamos, Martín! Bien tu papá.
Vale, sin manos, otra. Vamos, otra, ya, animalito. Vale, che.
No, Martín.
Vamos aquí, animal, Vamos aquí, animal.
¡Vamos, carajo! ¡Bien tu
Wow.
papá!
I love the sort of explosion and the reaction every time.
Vamos aquí, animal. Vamos aquí. Vamos a sacar este, Vamos, animal, vamos, animal.
Dale, dale.
Using side class as a last resort.
¡Mira! ¡Vamos, Martín! ¡Vamos, loco! ¡Mucho, Martín!
Dineno and Bautista are now back in this second set. What they've done well for me to get that is to take Gogni away from his position, to not let him chill in his sort of resting, smashing station. Rather move him around, make him defend a lot, and neutralize his offense that way.
Vamos a buscar aquí, Vamos, animal, Dos. Vale.
¡Bien, Martín, igual!
Here they come.
Bien animal, Bien bestia.
Big time lob. Dineno just undresses Alonso and Gogni relentlessly with the volleys. It all starts. I'm not with that. Sorry, with the earlier shot from Dineno.
Aguanta, aguanta. Bien, Aymar, Edu, bien. Bien tú, loco. Bien, loco. Bien, Martín. Eres muy bueno.
Hola, hola, Aymar, vamos aquí, Vamos aquí, Aymar,
Dineno and Bautista have finally found their touch, it feels like. A love game after their break. And a big old slam of the fist on the table.
Activaros. Al final son tres cagadas nuestras, ¿sí? Ya lo sé, si está jodido, hace calor, para todos igual, para ellos también. Y nosotros, para mí, yo desde fuera, es como que no... Las ganas de querer ganar, de que vamos por arriba, de querer mantener lo que os llevo diciendo antes, ¿sí? Venga, pasa nada, ahora, hay que centrarse bien, Edu, ¿sí? Vamos a concentrarnos de vuelta en las voleitas, ¿sí? Pues,
Escucha, vamos con el saque.
claro,
Vamos a mirar
por
lo
eso, al
positivo.
final, eso es lo que quiero que veáis. Que íbamos por arriba,
jugado mal el
da
juego,
igual.
vamos,
Listo,
vamos, vamos.
pero ahora quiero que lo queráis. Es decir, lleváis un set que íbamos arriba y yo os veía como, bueno, no pasa nada, a quererlo, ¿sí? Vamos a centrarnos bien en la bolita, por eso,
vamos ahora
queremos,
Aymar. Aymar, nos han hecho break, me suda la polla. Toda esta rabia la enfocamos en ganar este puto juego. Vamos, este puto juego y al resto lo vamos a hacer. Y vamos a tirar el puto globo afuera. Y lo demás me suda la polla. Vamos a ganarlo, mi puta madre. No quiero perder así, quiero perder tirándola afuera. Vamos sin más. Y yo el primero, Vamos a animar.
El que se va a conmigo, que te vaya a la pared. ¿Cuál es? Te puede meter y traerla. ¿Sabes? No, pero rápido voy yo. Venga, dale.
Look at that from Edu Alonso. A lot of expletives in there, which I'm not going to repeat, and I apologize if you understood them. Yeah, the lobs weren't good enough, and he said, okay, we're just going to hit high and deep lobs. If they're overhit, I'll be the first one to do it, but we gotta do it that way. They can't kill us with the smashes. We're going to get this next game now. We're not gonna get broken again. I don't want to lose like this. As Aymar Gogni got a warning and is clearly a little bit frustrated with himself. That is very good play from Dineno, meanwhile.
Martín. Aquí, animalito. Perdón, perdón.
Gagné comes over, lends that helping hand.
30-50. ¡Ahí no, pegado! Paralo aquí, paralo. Dale más. Voy. Paralo está. Así. 2.
Gagné, lovely backhand volley, but the kind bounce got Bautista back into the play. I didn't miss that, Cadete. Maybe you did. Edu Alonso going behind the back earlier. And hold the phone here, folks, because this is 30-all. And again, Aymar Gagné. Wow. Insisting with the forehands. Gagné.
False. Vamos, vamos que estamos. Vamos a pelear. Oído que estamos aquí, hermano. Vamos, vamos. Muy mal, ¿eh?
Well, they've skirted away from a potential break/match point. Does not mean whatsoever that they are not still in big trouble here. Alonso sends it as high as he can. This is what they discussed on the bench. Just those sky lobs. Dineno, blocked by Alonso. Oh, and blocked by Gagné as well. Little pirouette action from Aymar Gagné. Although I don't think it actually counted because it hit his body rather than his racket. Let's look at this again. I think I was just hoping it would count. Can hit a shot off double glass and still get that much lift on it. Those kind of lobs, those kind of mistakes just completely stop your momentum dead. Tancletazo from Martin Dineno as the return was a little high from Edu Alonso. 6-5 then. They have done all they can. Worst case scenario for them is another tiebreak.
sea, pero con ganas. Tirarle fuerte al pecho y te juegas con la bola con rebote. Pero necesito que tiremos por acá. Ahora, ojo, cuando te saca a la derecha, Edu, si te saca, lo bueno y se te va a pegar por el medio. Jugate un angulito, un lobo, valiente. Necesito 4 buenas valientes.
Dale, papá. Vamos, Martín, Vamos, Martín.
Vamos, Jairo, valiente.
Más fuerza ahora,
Valentía.
Mucha fuerza ahora.
Que nos vean ahí, positivos, dale. Va, arrancamos 0-15. Vamos. Vamos
peleando.
Vamos a buscarlo, De a una. Vamos.
Vamos, Martín, vamos los dos. Vamos a echar. Dale, papá,
Coach Lucas Centurion says, be brave now. I want you to make this love 15. I want us to take this now.
Muy mal. Vamos.
They will not go love 15 up, though. And the message was to be brave, to really go for it right now. And of course, Alonso and Gonyi will know that on the other side as well. Dineno just went parallel. Gonyi thought it was a por tres. He would have easily caught that if he stayed put. Passing shots from Dineno, 15-30. It's a good return. And the shot by Bautista to the middle that sets up Dineno. Alonso hit it with everything he had, but everything he had was not enough. Everything he had was not enough, as this is 15-40, and these are 2 match points. And with a second serve as well, that lob is surely coming back to Alonso. As far away from Gonyi as possible anyway. Dineno. Bautista for the win. Blocked by Alonso, but on the second time, Jairo Bautista does win it. Game, set, and match for Martín Dineno and Jairo Bautista, 7-6 and 7-5. The number 4 seeds advance into the semifinals. Just look at how happy they are with this and how buzzing they are with this. Martín Dineno especially is absolutely chuffed to bits. It was a brave smash from Gonyi, but it was neither here nor there. It hit the fence, so not anything. And now Bautista followed it up well, chased it well, with 1 and 2 smashes. The second one proving the winner. These are the stats behind that second set. And again, edging every single category as they did in the first set, but in the first set they didn't get a break. This time they needed to because they started a break down, remember. Alonso Ngoni, who took the lead, held the lead for, what's that, more than half of the set. But then they equalized, and of course, late on, they converted, and they won the match in an hour and a half. Dineno and Bautista, our first male, or our second, I should say, male semi-finalists. We'll reveal more about who they'll play in the semis, but for now, let's kick it courtside with Clara Navarro and the winners.
Martín Dineno and Jairo Bautista are now in the semifinals of this FIP Platinum Albania. Jairo, this was a really difficult match, very tight during both sets. How do you feel? What do you think were the keys for this victory? Ha sido un partido muy igualado. ¿Cuáles han sido para ti las claves de esta victoria?
Lo primero... Sí. Lo primero, gracias Martín por disfrutar este torneo conmigo.
Well, thanks Martín, first of all, for doing this tournament with me.
Y bueno, yo creo que la clave del partido
The key of the match
ha sido la actitud nuestra,
was our attitude.
muy positiva,
It was
luchando
very
todo el rato
positive,
a muerte.
fighting
Y bueno,
for every point
también
to the
Aimar
death.
y Edu que están haciendo por ahora esta gran mitad de temporada.
Of course, our rivals Alonso and Ngoni are playing very well together, so it was difficult to beat them.
And also he wants to thank Martín for playing with him. And the keys for this victory were the attitude, and they kept fighting during the match. Martín, what does this match mean to you? Because we saw you screaming when you won and also celebrating. So what is this for you? ¿Qué significa esta victoria para ti?
Bueno, un montón. Al final nos juntamos en este torneo con Jairo con toda la expectativa. Salió el cuadro y nos tocó Aimar y Edu. Sabíamos que si llegábamos era un cruce muy, muy difícil por, como dijo Jairo, que son un parejón y están haciendo torneazos. Pero bueno, creo que la clave hoy fue la actitud que tuvimos. La verdad que nos complementamos pese a entrenar poquito, muy bien con Jairo. Agradecerle también que él me dé la oportunidad de jugar en este momento a su lado, que está jugando a un nivelazo. Creo que estuvo muy acertado la pegada en momentos clave. Yo pude ayudarlo ahí en la defensa y súper felices. Las condiciones también están un poco difíciles porque la cancha es muy rápida, pero nos adaptamos. Mañana semifinales. No sé quién terminó ganando, pero por nuestra parte súper felices de hacer semifinales acá en Albania.
Also, Martín is very happy for this victory. They had a difficult main draw in this tournament, and they're playing together for this week, and they are adapting very well in the court, even though it's really fast, but tomorrow they will be playing in the semifinals. Thank you very much, Martín Dineno and Jairo Bautista.
Thank you very much, Martín, Jairo, and Clara Navarro on the mic. There you go. Gala and Jensen, as we said earlier, after doing another comeback win, are the opponents for Dineno and Bautista in tomorrow's semifinals. And now, viewer, be advised, because we're going away for about 4 hours, I should say. We'll be back at 5 p.m. local time for the back end of our coverage of these quarterfinals. But for now, from Albania, from Tirana, my name's been Nicholas Quarterfinals. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you later today. Bye-bye for now.